Is set to become law in Florida, and this morning we'll look at what comes next for the Parental Rights and Education bill, from enforcing it to the lawsuits that will try to stop it to the impact on children.
This morning we will hear from the governor and lawmakers who voted for it, plus LGBTQ advocates and major corporations that are working against it.
And it's that second group of people that you just mentioned that call this the Don't Say Gay bill. The governor signed it into law yesterday, and right now it's set to go into effect July 1st. It does a number of things to let parents have more of a say on their children's health in school, but here's the part that's sparking the debate. It bans discussion about sexual orientation in kindergarten through third grade classrooms, and critics say the vague way it's written, it could limit conversations in higher grades as well.
So this morning, one of the critics, the group Equality Florida, says it will create a legal defense fund for students who feel like this law violates their federal rights. The group also says it will take legal action soon.
This law will not stand. We will work to see it removed either by the courts as unconstitutional or repealed by the legislature.
But the governor says he is not backing down. When he signed the bill, he said talking about gender identity with a child as young as 5 just isn't right. He also talked about what he thinks crosses the line in the classroom. He showed a poster of what was billed a gingerbread person. It was a gender-neutral gingerbread man with explanations about gender identity.
So this is trying to sow doubt about kids, about their gender identity. It's trying to say that, they could be whatever they want to be. This is inappropriate.
That's what he says, but opponents worry the bill's language will censor important conversations and isolate LGBTQ plus young people. So that leads us to our next question. How will this law impact students? People who support it say it'll stop schools from forcing children to accept a certain way of thinking that their parents may not agree with.
But here's the thing. Opponents say that's limiting important conversations. Fox 4's Calvin Lewis looked into the research on young people's mental health and why some local groups are worried this morning. Calvin?
Well, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention say LGBTQ youth are 4 times more likely to attempt suicide than their peers, and that statistic has groups like the Trevor Project concerned. Now, the Trevor Project is a national nonprofit organization focused on suicide prevention for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and questioning youth. Now, the group says about 85% of transgender and non-binary youth and 2/3 of all LGBTQ youth say state laws like this could have negative impacts on their mental health. Now, a recent national survey on LGBTQ mental health showed more than half of young people are experiencing bullying or harassment in schools. And groups like the nonprofit are saying because teachers will not be allowed to have conversations about sex and gender, it'll be up to parents to have those conversations with their kids at home.
You have a child in your class who has 2 moms or 2 dads, they can't even talk about their moms or their dads. I mean, who is going to tell them, sorry, don't talk about it? The teacher can't talk to them about it, can't even have them say it.
Now, there are resources for those suffering from mental health to have a conversation. You can call 211, or you can find a few helpful links on our website at fox4now.com. For now, reporting live here in Cape Coral, Calvin Lewis, Fox 4.